Happy morning, children. Let us to begin a new lesson from English language. A tale of two birds. There once lived a bird and her two newborn babies in a forest. They had a nest in a tall shady tree, and there the mother bird took care of her little ones day and night. Okay, this is the story of two birds. Now, let us to come to the paragraph. Once there lived a bird with her newborn two baby birds, and these birds lived in a tall shady tree where they had their nest. And in that tree where they had their nest, the mother bird took care of those two baby birds day and night. One day there was a big storm. There was thunder, lightning, and rain, and the wind blew down many trees. The tall tree in which the birds lived also came down. A big, heavy branch hit the nest and killed the bird. Fortunately for the baby birds, the strong wind blew them away to the other side of the forest. One of them came down near a cave where a gang of robbers lived. The other landed outside a Rishi's ashrama a little distance away. Okay, once a big storm started in the forest, and it included thunder, lightning, and heavy rainfall. And the strong blowing wind, it blew many of the trees down, and the tall tree too, a tall tree, it hit the nest of the birds. As the branch of the tree hit the nest of bird, the bird died. But fortunately, these two birds, they blew away because of a strong wind, and they blew away to the other side of the forest. Out of those two birds, one of the bird came down near a cave where a gang of robbers lived, and the other bird landed outside a Rishi's ashrama a little distance away. Days passed, and the baby birds became big birds. One day the king of the country came to the forest to hunt. He saw a deer and rode after it. It ran deep into the forest, followed by the king. Soon the king lost his way and didn't know where he was. So as time passed, these baby birds grew into big birds. One day the king of the country came to the forest to hunt, and he started to chase a deer. While he was chasing a deer, at that time he ran into the deep forest and he lost his way. He rode on for a long time till he came to the other side of the forest. Very tired by now, he got off his horse and sat down under a tree that stood near a cave. Suddenly, he heard a voice cry out, "Quick, hurry up, there is someone under the tree. Come and take his jewels and his horse. Hurry, or else he will slip away." The king was amazed. He looked up and saw a big brown bird on the tree under which he was sitting. He also heard faint noise issuing from the cave. He quickly got on his horse and rode away as fast as he could. So as the king lost his way, he started to walk until he could reach the other side of the forest. So as time passed, he reached the other side of the forest, but he was so tired. He got a big tree. So he came down from his horse and he sat under a tree by tying his horse. Soon after sitting there, he heard a loud cry. That cry said, "Quick, hurry up, there is someone under the tree. Come and take all his jewels and his horse. Do it, hurry, or else he will run away from here." By hearing this, the king saw upside. As he saw up, he got a big brown bird was sitting under the tree, and even he heard some noise coming out from the cave. Soon after this, he got on his horse and rode away as fast as he could. Soon he came to clearing which looked like an ashrama. It was the Rishi's ashrama. The king tied his horse to a tree and sat down in its shade. Suddenly he heard a gentle voice announce, "Welcome to the ashrama, sir. Please go inside and rest. The Rishi will be back soon. There is some cold water in the pot. Please make yourself comfortable." The king looked up and saw a big brown bird in the tree. He was amazed. "This one looks like the other bird outside the cave," he said to himself loudly. So after some time, the king reached Rishi's ashrama, and he got down from his horse and he tied his horse to a tree and he sat. Suddenly once again he heard a voice, a gentle voice, and that voice said, "Welcome to the ashrama, sir. Please go inside and take a rest. Rishi will come back soon. There is some cold water in the pot. Please make yourself comfortable." By hearing this gentle voice, the king looked upside. Once again he got the same big brown color bird, and he was amazed. The bird which he saw nearby the cave and the bird which is he seeing in the Rishi's ashrama both looks like same, and he said it himself loudly. "You are right, sir," answered the bird. "He is my brother, but he has made friends with robbers. He now talks as they do. He doesn't talk to me anymore." Just then, the Rishi entered the ashrama. By hearing the king, the bird replied, "Yes, sir, you are absolutely right. Actually, he is my brother. But as he made robbers as his friend, he speak like the same robbers, and even he stopped speaking to me too." So before the bird could complete his sentence, the Rishi entered ashrama. "Welcome, sir," he said to the king. "Please come inside and make yourself at home. You look tired. Rest for a while. Then you can share my food." Then by seeing the king, Rishi said, "Welcome to the ashrama, sir. Please come inside and feel comfort. Actually, you are looking so tired. Take rest for some time. Then you can share my food. We can have food together." The Rishi offered to the king. The king told the Rishi the story of the two birds and how each had behaved so differently, though they looked so alike. "The forest is full of surprises," he said. So here the king said to the Rishi the story of both the birds in the sense their behavior, and even he said that forest is full of surprises. The holy man smiled and said, "After all, one is known by the company one keeps. That bird has always heard the talk of robbers. He imitates them and talks about robbing people. This one has repeated what he has always heard. He welcomes people to the ashrama. Now come inside and rest. I will tell you more about this place and these birds." Then Holyman he smiled and said, "Obviously, sir, one is known by the company that he or she keeps." Actually, the first bird always he heard the talk of robbers, so he started to imitate them. And the one more bird which lived along with me in the sense in Rishi's ashrama, he always spoke politely and welcomed everyone. So please enter my ashrama. I tell you more about the place and these birds, the Rishi said to the king, and both together went